Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out Lego The Hobbit Level 7 Goblin Town Free Play. As with all of our other free play videos, we're going to recommend that you have completed the entire story mode, as well as grabbed old Saruman and Sauron, and with the 2x Stud Multiplier brick that we also recommend you grab in our prepping for free play video. It's also going to help us get to that Master Burglar status of 135,000 studs, so quite a lot of studs for this level, but this is actually one of the longer levels, so you know, grab something to drink, grab something to munch on, grab that controller, and by now you got your hands full, so oh yeah. All right, so right off the bat we're going to start smashing and grabbing as always, and you'll notice this big bright glowing green thing on the left hand side of your screen. We're going to go ahead and give it a roll smackaroni, and we're going to see that it's actually the first of 5 green flowers that we need to find. Now, you're probably scratching your head, or maybe you're not because you're familiar with how we do this, of why that was labeled Minikit 3 when we haven't even grabbed Minikit 1. Well, that is because we don't count those ones that have multiple items until we actually collect it. So that is going to be, obviously, our 3rd Minikit, as you can see there, and it'll continue to go as the video goes. So next up is the next one in line, Minikit 3205, which is just sitting up there. So booyakashow! Now, real quick, let me go ahead and throw this out there, too. This is a long video, as I just mentioned, and there are some in-between spots where there's not a whole lot of collectible-age going on. So if you're here simply for a specific item, like maybe the treasure or the schematic or something, feel free to use our quick links down below in the video description, and by clicking those time links, it'll take you right to the time in the video where that item is and save you all the hassle of either listening to me flap on for hours on end or you know, scrolling through and trying to find and weed out all the other stuff. So anywho, as we continue to roll on, you can see we went through the Hobbit hole and we smashed that counterweight up there, which dropped the bag of bones, and we grabbed the skull and smashed that into the little icon that was indicating there. And then we built those bricks up to get all the way up top, and I have finally caught up to where we are in the video. Whew. We're going to switch to a goblin and climb up the old goblin wall here. And up top, there's a couple things to smash, including a little mining mini game, which nailed it. I know sometimes my timing is pretty good on those, and sometimes it's not very good at all. But we also noticed, and maybe you remember seeing this in our story walkthrough, there is a little grapple handle up top, so we're going to use our guy, the human tetherball, to grapple it and pull it down and get that first Minikit for us. Now, off in the distance, we see another one of those bright green glowing mushrooms, so we're going to shoot it from here, and that gives us the 3rd one, so only 2 of those left. So, you know, and it's Minikit number 3, so we know it's got to be coming up pretty soon. Once you get down and out, make sure you destroy and rebuild those blocks down there to build the bridge for your buddy Gandalf. Suppose you could use switch on over to a goblin and climb up the wall and get him over there too. Oh, it's not even Gandalf. Look at that. It's what is his name? Ori? Dory? One of those guys. It's a Ree. Whatever. All right, so basically we're just going to keep on keeping on, destroying everything in sight, because we got a long ways to go, even with the 2x multiplier for this stud requirement. But we do notice a little something glowing on this right-hand side, and there's a crack here, so we're going to give it a little jump ka-chow and break it open, and look at that. Treasure number 1. Woo woo. All right, I'm not sure what it is. It looks like some sort of, I think they call it like the true Goblin diamond helmet or something or rather, but yeah, a little bit weird. Not sure if I would sport that or not. All right, here's another anvil build. We can find these pieces to build this by smashing everything in the area here. And once we fill up the requirements here, we're actually going to cut it out and save us all the time. So, booyakashow. That was a nice quick build there of a little catapult. We'll use our nice new helmet to go ahead and cut the way for us. It's a brand new way of calling it. It's a new way of looking at a diamond cutter, huh? Oh, yeah. All right, so sneaking on through, this is where we're actually having to build up and answer the 3 riddles of golems. And this is where we're going to find treasure number 2. And any guesses where it is? Oh, I see some stinky soil. So, as always, we're going to investigate. Oh, look at this. It's a funny hammer. I love this thing. It's all meow, meow when you smack it. Bam! It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, and then next is going to be out on the water there. You can actually see there's a grapple hook. So we're going to switch on over to our guy, our main man, the human tetherball. All right, and see, at first I was thinking there's no way we can get out there, but there's this little crack that you can slide on up into. And this gives you access out there. Unfortunately, you can't walk into the water, but it's good, though, because you pull that boat to us, kind of like Scorpion. Get over here. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, anyways. Okay, so now we built the mountain, and we answered the first question. He gives us question number 2, and we know what this is. You remember what it is? I could tell you, but we'll show you instead. And here we go. We got a couple bricks to build up that he smashed, so we're going to complete this goblin wall in the back. And we're going to climb it. And once we get up top, oh, look at that. What's hiding off in the back wall there? I see a little mushy mushy. So we'll go ahead and take that out. Bam. Number 4. And I promise we're going to finish that one up really quick here. It's actually in this area, and it's the next item we get. But it's not coming up for a minute here. We got to grab this crank, and we got to get our spam on. Spam, 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 spam. And get that wheel spinning. Does not look like some very good smelling air that we just wafted at him. Maybe some goblin farts. Who knows? All right, and now he's going to give us one more little riddle here. We tried to beat the clock there. We tried to run over there and use our, what is it, a little crank handle on that switch, but no such luck. So we're going to wait and toss it up at it now. Ready? Here we go. I guess it's just a rock from it. I thought it was the handle. My bad. All right, blast it up there. I'm sure you could probably use, you know, an arrow or something as well, maybe even a slingshot. But build the bouncing bricks up and climb through the little wee hobbit hole. And once you get up top, look at that glowing mushroom. So this one might require, you know, some sort of projectile. So we're going to switch to Legolas and grab it. Bam! Gotta love it. Now jump out with both your dudes and pull it on over. And build it up. Oh, what's this? Another anvil station? Ooh, I sense an edit coming. So once we get this all filled up, we'll go ahead and edit that out. Here we go. Yeah. I probably could have edited this out too. Not sure why I'm showing you guys that I'm filling up all the elements. Kind of a time waster in itself. But bookashow, we get the Master Burglar for nailing it. I think we actually got it perfect on that one. And once you complete that, it actually cues you into this battle with the old Goblin King. And he's singing his little chant again, which is always pretty humorous. And here, once we defeat all his little minions and smack him out of the way for the first time, we will get to the next collectible. So, of course, quick reminder about our quick links down below in the video description. You can go ahead and click those and scroll through the items that you have left. So you can tell we did speed this up a little bit more just so we could kind of squeeze through this level because it's kind of a long one. Had I not have sped it up a little bit more than usual, it probably would have been a 30-minute plus video. So, all right, so once you get to Gandalf and you do your special with Gandalf, it cues the Goblin King out of the way, and he shows his throne. And go ahead and destroy the silver Mithril box sitting there, and that allows you access up to the Minikit. So, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. And then it's just a matter of fighting off the minions and taking each of the shots at his boxes. He's got like one you shoot, one you grapple, and here comes the first one. Okay, switch on over to Legolas or an elf of your choice, or I guess, you know, quite a few options for that one. But then you're going to need a couple of dwarfs to double down with. So let's get it on. Woohoo! That's right. Give him a little pow right in the kissa, huh? All right, lots of carnage going on. Lots of little goblins falling to their doom. Plenty of hearts jumping out. All right, here comes Grapple, which is the number 2. And we'll pull that out. Spam, spam, spam. All right, and then another double down. Blam! And now he's not happy. But, of course, he's got one more box. And this one's actually going to require some wizardry. So pick your wizard of choice here. And once he holds it up, get your blast on. Kind of like blast off, but blasting on. Bam! Woohoo! All right, he's down and out again. So let's go ahead and get him for the final time of this little bout. And after a quick cutscene that we cut out of there, we'll drop down into the next area. And we'll take out all the bad guys, and then up in the top left side of your screen right now, you can kind of see a target every once in a while. We're kind of getting further right. But it's going to lead us to the schematic. And this one's going to require the old slingshot, because it's a slingshot sack up there. So we're going to fill it up with rocks. And shoot that target and tell that sack to kick rocks. I don't know what it is. I always seem to miss that third shot. If you guys have been following along, it definitely seems to be a... consistent element of my play. So, all right, so we grab the schematic. That'll help for later. And, of course, getting all of the schematics for that trophy achievement and building everything up and getting that 100% too. So there is a save statue here. Now, in the past, I've recommended that everybody stay clear of these because of some issues and things not loading right and whatever. And, so lately, as a kind of a helper to me in case I make a mistake, I have been using them because I can just reload that save. But I have been noticing, too, my game has been crashing quite a bit. And when I wasn't doing those in the story mode, it wasn't crashing. So I'm going to stop using those along the way and see if my game continues to crash or if it's something else. All right, that was one of my favorite parts, the old car ramrod there. Knocking all those dudes down, and eventually we'll get a little clearing here and get the opportunity to spam this little wrench here. Get your crank on. All right, we lifted that bad boy up. Gives us access to cross the bridge. And now it does this weird, change-a-rama on us. I still have a hard time. There's so many of these little dwarfs, and they look so much alike. I have a hard time deciphering. Did those guys just teleport up there to the next level, or is these two other dudes? What's going on? Pulling a fast one on me. But regardless, once you get up top, whoever you have up here, I almost said regardless again. That would have been annoying. Then I ended up saying it one more time, so it was still annoying. All right. Anyways, there is a treasure. It's kind of hard to miss. It looks almost like, a turkey out of roasting over an open fire or something. And grab it up, and that's treasure number 3. We'll figure out what that is when we get to the total screen, huh? We got this guy. He thinks he's pretty cool over there shooting and knocking down this stuff. Realistically, it almost looks like you only need to hit one because he only hit one, but that's not true. It's got to be green, red, blue as it's shown above and below the target, so they're making sure that you can't miss out on what needs to be done here, or I guess you'd have to be pretty not paying attention. I don't want to call anybody stupid, but you know what I'm saying. Focus is a major factor of success. All right, once you get all 3 of those colors right and you jump across, go ahead and get your patty smack going there. And drop a couple barrels, which then gives us to this, or takes us to this next bridge where Mr. Goblin here tries to cut off our passage. But he didn't realize there was a little grapple hook under there, and he forgot we've got our trusted companion, the human tetherball, with us. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to Dory. And spam, spam, spam. I like, too, how they've changed it. In earlier LEGO games, often when you were doing an action like I just was and you were attacked, it would knock you off of that and prevent you and make you start over. They definitely have changed that, or seriously nerfed the amount of damage the bad guy does. But as soon as you cross the bridge, make sure you look up and hit the target above you. And with whatever character you got, go ahead and climb the rope that you knocked down and get to the top, because there's a couple of items up here. One being in this barrel that you can smash and grab, and that's going to be treasure item number 4 and wrap up all of the treasures. And being that we already got the schematic, I bet you can guess what's in this box. Now, Sauron seems to be the only person that you can use that I'm aware of in order to get these mini kits inside these black boxes. It's like death floating around it or something, so I guess you need the necromancer. I guess I shouldn't call him the Necro. There may even be a character, but Sauron does the trick. That's all that you need to know, I guess, right? And so we're going to keep on keeping on. There's a couple of hooks on the left-hand side that need your smashing attention. Look at those things floating out in the middle there. My son was watching. He was like, what is going on with those? Thought there was a glitch going, which kind of is, I guess. But it was really just I knocked him out and didn't collect him and knocked the big thing out from under him, and then there was nothing there anymore. The ground was removed. All right, we're just making our way all the way up towards the back. We're actually getting fairly close towards the, well, the next item. Getting closer towards the end of this video. But the next item's actually going to be coming up here once you light the wheel here. It's kind of a weird deal that you're lighting the wheel. I guess it's not really a wheel. It's more of a, well, it is because it burns up the wheel too. But there's going to be this swinging way across. But off in the distance, you'll see a nice little slingshot sack. So we're going to fill it up with some rocks or some coal. And now the fun begins. It's all about timing here, ladies and gents, boys and girls. And I tell you what, I did not have it. So I did speed this up a little bit too because it was kind of embarrassing. And that last one, I think there was a little bit of a distance problem here. I'm not sure that maybe my timing was just off, or maybe it was just too far to get those rocks out, which doesn't make sense because I hit that one on the back right. But I found a little trick that'll help you guys out. Go ahead and jump out onto this swinging platform. And, well, you got to actually make the jump. But once you get out there, you're actually a little bit closer, and it's a little bit easier to hit. But let's see here. Bam! Told you I'd get it. And then, of course, there's a couple of targets that require some arrows on the back side of the next barrier. So we'll go ahead and lace those up with Mr. Legolas. And here's one of those over-dramatic scenes showing you where you need to go. Yeah, we just shot that down. We know where we're going. Then it takes like 3 seconds to give you control of the character. See, you got to remember, I've got this sped up a little bit. So, you know, although it seemed very short and innocent there, it's a little bit longer than that. It's like, come on, am I going to control it? Is the game frozen? What's going on? There's a couple of moments like that. But honestly, after as far as I've played so far, that's really one of my only complaints of the game is just that little bit of downtime or that excessive amount of time spent showing me where I already know I need to go. But, I mean, what's 2 seconds on every third level? That's not a lot. So, very little complaints. Very happy success story with this game. And here's another one of those weird transitions where I walk in down below. And before I'm even gone below, I'm already up top. So, a little bit of trickery there. And we're making our way in and up and over. Once we get to this crack down here and we make it to the bottom floor, you can see there is a mini kit floating, but it's got some hints saying that we need to pull out a ring here. So we're going to switch on over to the other side by putting the ring on, and booyakashow. Got mini kit number 7 now, too. All right, and yeah. We make our way back over with the rest of our dudes and dudettes. I'm going to go ahead and edit another one of these little anvil builds out, too. Ooh, that one snuck in a little bit, or maybe my editor was being lazy there on the preview. But either way, once it's all complete, we have a little handle that we can spam. So click, 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 click. Spin that big bad boy around, and here, ready for this? Whee! All right, so that's twice I've fallen so far in this video, right? Let's go ahead and make it 3 times. So you'd think that'd be it, right? Like, there's no way Brian can possibly fall anymore, right? And look at me. I'm just like, screw you guys. I'm out of here. So, look at this. This is the second time this has happened to me recently. This happened to me in Lego the movie as well, if you guys remember. And once I switched to him, though, I was able to jump out of there. I should have left it sit there a little bit longer. But nice little weird character spawn issue there. And, all right, eventually we're going to come to this point where we have to pull out a wizard and blast this big piece of the rock. It drops. Now we've got to give it a big old hammer smash. Actually, it's just an axe smash, huh? Either way, once we get the smash on, yep, there we go, a little butt bounce. We'll knock that all the way down. And on the way down the hill, you guys might remember, there was a goblin wall that we now actually can access and get up to the top with because we got ourselves a goblin. And once you get up there, mini kit number 8's waiting for you. And then run down the hill, and it'll cue a nice little cutscene that we just cut out for you. And it's going to take us to the next battle with this Goblin King. These are 2 of the easier mini kits to grab. One is on the left. All you have to do is use an elf to jump up high. And on the right, there is going to be a Mithril lock. Oh, there's number 4. Mithril lock, preventing you from opening a box. Use old Saruman to go ahead and open it up. And Booyakashow. That is officially the last collectible for this level. So we do go ahead and finish out the battle with this Goblin King. And then there's a little fall scene and a cutscene that we actually remove just to kind of shorten things up. And then we'll take you into the total screen and talk about all the awesomeness that happened. Look at that belly bounce. That is some awesome belly bouncage. But yeah, so, hey, we've been trying to get some feedback from you guys. Being that we always do story mode videos, and those always showcase the cutscenes, or as much as we can, as long as there's no copyright infringements. You know, and then now that we're doing these free plays with all collectibles, should we just go ahead and save and exit? I know there's been a handful of you that say save and exit. And, you know, so like right now, we could already be to the total screen making our way out of here instead of this. I just don't know what you guys prefer. I mean, if we're already showing you how to complete the level and what to do in our story walkthrough, then that should not require us to do it here, too. At least I would think. But, hey, if it's easier for you guys to watch one video and get all the information as far as how to beat the level and where all the collectibles are, then that's what we want for you. Whatever's easiest. So, you know, I would say we'd put a poll up, but our poll software has been not acting very properly. And but comment down below and let us know, or even over to our social pages, and we'll get on that. So, Booyakashow! Goblin Town free play is now complete. We got a handful of studs for doing it. And look at that. We got almost 3 million. We're going to be able to spend that on something real nice and sweet soon. I don't know about you guys, but money burns a hole in my pocket, so I'm ready to spend that. And luckily for us, we did achieve the 135,000 for the Master Burglar status. Got a couple of items. There's the old Happy Mallet. That was my favorite. And the Crystal Goblin Crown. That's right. It's not a diamond, it's a crystal. My bad. And we got the old Blacksmith Design, a.k.a. Schematic. Ooh, Mithril Claws. We can be a little Lego Wolverine. Or at least a Wolvie wannabe anyways, huh? 10 Minikits builds us up a nice little, looks like a throne of some sort. I don't know, I guess I missed the hint there of what that really was. I'm sure all of you Tolkienites out there know, though. A couple of Mithril Bricks for our hard work throughout the level, getting all the kits and treasures and the design for that matter. And, oh, yeah, that's actually it for Lego The Hobbit Level 7 Goblin Town Free Play. Hopefully you guys found it entertaining. I don't know. I don't really feel all that entertaining today. Hopefully I had a couple of one-liners in there that brought some smiles to your face. If not, hopefully it was helpful and efficient. Like I said, I tried to speed it up, but I don't want to speed it up too much because sometimes that just freaks people out. We've definitely had a handful of people just melt down with, oh my gosh, that's way too fast. While a lot of you out there appreciate it. So it's another thing you can comment on, and we'd love to hear from you either on our Facebook, Twitter, or even just simply down below. Subscribe if you guys have not already. That helps us get our brand new content to you quicker, faster, and well, and hopefully it'll be something that'll help you out. HappyThumbsGaming.com. Got to give this little shameless plug here. We got a nice little store with some sticker packs in there, and we also have game and product reviews going up all the time. New ones almost weekly. And on top of that, we also have Trophy Achievement Guide. So if there's a Trophy Achievement Guide out there that you would like to see, let us know. Hey, maybe you want to contribute and help write one. Let us know that as well. But that's it. So as always, until next time. So